So, what I really wanted to speak to you guys about was obviously I think GmbH is its whole ethos and its starting point is this place of fluidity and inclusiveness and almost like an open borders approach to creativity and fashion. And we've had a really kind of tumultuous year. So I wondered, because that's the first thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about, was how have you confronted that as people and as creative directors of GmbH?
Like it was been an incredibly tough year, but I think it also, all the challenges, they kind of opened up new ways of thinking and creativity in such a good way. So even though we feel it was kind of the hardest and most stressful year ever, it forced us to think in new ways all the time. And I think, for instance, like us launching a demi couture line in the middle of a lockdown in Berlin, because we were just desperately longing for creating beautiful imagery and creating fashion that was dreaming and took us away from the fact that we were just literally didn't leave our flats since like November.
Yeah. And we spent the first few months really working on, maintaining what we had built, like saving the business and like the brand, and I don't know, I feel like the heavier you lift, the bigger the growth is somehow. And this was a year like that. It is very fruitful somehow, what came out of it, even though it was super hard.
How would you say the aesthetics has evolved in terms of, like since you first started to where you are now?
I think for us, it always seemed more obvious than from the outside, because obviously we started somewhere and then went to a place that is just completely different to if you compare it to the first collections. But, both Ben and I were very hands-on people, and I still cut all the patterns at GmbH. It's just the way we do things. And I think as much as tailoring or couture or all these references that are more visible now, it's the same approach we had also in the beginning. Doesn't matter if we cut a pair of jeans or a hoodie or whatever seemed more streetwear. It's really something that we haven't really changed the way we work, but just GmbH has just evolved into the things that we always dreamt it to be. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're getting closer to that vision, and people can actually also see that and follow it throughout the work.